Hey guys, Ash Lane here today, playing some Clash Royale. We're going to try out the Minion deck. That means using the Minion Horde, and the Mirror. So we have 3 opportunities to use the Minion card in the deck. Minions are the most popular troop in the game right now. If you look at TV Royale, they are absolutely dominating. Almost every single deck has either Minion Horde or Minions in it. So why are they so powerful, and can they be used together to dominate? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. So, every episode I'm also going to unlock a magical chest at the end, so that's something to look forward to every single episode, at least for me. You guys might enjoy it too. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and play some cards here. So I'm trying to build a deck around these minions. I want to have some ground troops, some tanky troops, so I have the knights and the barbarians. I have the minions, obviously, and the mirror, and the, let's see, I want to add a hog rider too. I just need some kind of offensive weapon other than just the minions. So what do I want to add the hog rider for? That's the big question. I need the lightning. I need the tombstone. Let's just go ahead and add them in for the barbarians. See if any of my clan mates wants to play a friendly match. Gonna try to bring you mostly friendly clan matches versus doing the attacking out in the open, mainly because now the tournament rules have a standardized level on everything, so we don't have to worry about being too powerful. So we're playing Wonka. Wonka, where is the chocolate Wonka? That's my terrible Augustus impersonation. So I'm going to start out with a hog rider. The reason I do this here, starting out with a hog rider, is to see what he has for defensive weapons. Does he have a tombstone? Does he have, what is he going to use? I like to see them use their cards early on. So he used an Inferno, I came back with a Lightning, and then he has the Barbarians. I'm going to drop some Minions on the Barbarians. Might not be enough, so I'm going to put a Tombstone in the center here as well. Wonka is a very good player, so all of my clanmates actually are very good players. So let's see if he has arrows here. He might use them. So I'm going to use Horde on one side. Okay, this is perfect. See, this is the power of the Minion. He just uses arrows, but since I have so many minion cards, I'm able to use the minions on the other side as well. Okay, didn't result in a lot of damage. Wonka had a very good defensive play there with the Spear Goblin. Spear Goblin's such a versatile card. So, but I did get this hog. See, that's the thing. You can't quit these. You can't quit being aggressive on offense at the same time being smart on defense. You have enough defensive tools in this deck where you can react pretty fast. And with this deck, you have to be offensive. It's one of those few decks. It's not one of those patient decks. You're probably only going to win 1 tower to 0 against competent competition here. I'm going to didn't have to use those that arrows there. Sorry, talking about too many things at once and playing is bad for me. Oh, the Expo. Hate the Expo. Gonna have to burn a lightning on it because I absolutely can't stand an Expo targeting my tower there. He's building a nice little defensive barrier around that Expo with the Inferno tower. Not sure he would have dropped that had he known that I was gonna zap it. I know I can zap his right tower, so I'm just going to worry about playing a little bit of defense here. I'm not going to play this Tombstone. Kind of want to get... Okay, maybe I should have played the Tombstone there. I'm going to drop a Hog Rider and a double Hog Rider. See what he has for this. So he took down 1, and he dropped the Tombstone. That was a good defense. That's the cool thing about this deck. Even if I don't play this double Minion thing, I can definitely use the double Hog Rider as well. So the Mirror has good synergy with both Minions, Hog Rider, and the Lightning spell. So, I really like the Mirror card now. I'm going to try it again. Hog Rider, Hog Rider. And he just got the Inferno tower down again. So I'm just going to use my zap on the right tower there. So I got the tower down. Now we just need to build some decent defense here in the left-hand lane. Oh, he's coming with a rocket. And, ooh, it's close. Okay, so I have enough troops here. I just got to keep loading up troops here in the left-hand lane. I need to stop him here, so I'm going to drop a Hog. Hog is tough to counter, and he doesn't have that lightning up. He just used it, so we pull off the narrow victory there. Wonka, very good player. Good game, Wonka. Let's go ahead and just do another back-to-back game here. Who's going to accept? Okay, Uriel here. So let's see what Uriel Messi has planned for me. We have a kind of a crappy starting hand here, to be honest with you. The Knight, the Minion, the Lightning. I'm just going to drop Minions. I want to see if he has the arrows here, if he uses them. You know, kind of try to bait the enemy. Some enemies might panic a little bit and use arrows where, you know what, I like actually playing a troop, whether it be minions, spear goblins, something right in the beginning of the match, because your opponents mostly aren't used to that, right? So oftentimes people just wait till their elixir gets to full. Now my counter strategy to that is just playing something right off the bat, and maybe they'll use up too much elixir trying to defend it because they haven't had a second to look at their starting hand and think of a good move. I call that rushing the game. So you start out with a rush, and rushing means simply that you're not waiting for your elixir to fill up all the way. So he dropped down a cannon. I'm just going to use a back-to-back Hog Rider again with the mirror, see if he has an answer for that. So 2 Hog Riders. I'm going to Tombstone here on defense. That's why the Tombstone is very important in this deck, because it's cheap, 3 elixir, and you can mount a counter offense there, or if you can go strong offensively and still be able to defend with that Tombstone, or at least buy yourself some time. So I'm waiting on this lightning spell. You can see I'm hovering right now, not placing it, and the reason being because I just wanted to see if he'd drop a 3rd troop there, because you guys probably already know this, but the lightning spell only targets a maximum of 3, but you can use it and it will do all that full damage to 3 troops. So better use it against 3 items, including the tower, than 2. So maybe I should have dropped some more damage, some more defense here. I'm going to drop a Hog instead. So I have minions going in, and as well as a Hog. He got a significant amount of damage to my left tower, though I'm not a fan of that. I do have the Hog in the mirror, but not quite the right time to use it. I think he probably has plenty of elixir, as do I. But I'm going to do the minion horde on each side. So he uses his arrows. I'm going to preemptively use my arrows right here. Okay. Maybe using the arrows in offense is not a good idea. So he's coming at me heavy here in the left-hand lane, and he uses the freeze spell. Oh no, this is going to be the end of me. Ooh, good move there. Very good. Yeah, I'm going to use the Hog here, but I think he's got me. I'm still going to go ahead and use a lightning, and I'll get the tower really low, but not low enough. I'm going to need another lightning spell, or the arrows won't do it, so I need something. I don't have anything, though. I don't even have a Hog on the board here. I'm going to go ahead and arrow it with the minions, but oh, look at that! Oh, such a narrow loss, but a loss nonetheless. Let's go ahead and try to adjust with the next round here. As with any deck I bring you guys, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some. But the idea is, it really does take at least 8 to a dozen matches before you can get comfortable with a deck. So certainly never get discouraged with any deck and think it's bad. I'm gonna try something new here and open with a Hog Rider on each side. So don't think any deck is bad just because you're not winning right off the bat with it. So look at this Hog Rider on the left here. He's doing some damage, absolutely, against John here. Now, that was a pretty cool opening, the Hog Rider with the mirror card, because if your opponent drops anything on the board before you drop the 2 Hog Riders, it's going to be tough for him to defend. I used a lightning spell there because I was full on elixir. Basically, I just didn't want to burn elixir. If I had held off a little bit longer, I would have been able to get that wizard as well. So probably a bad move on my part. He's coming at me with a balloon. I'm going to drop minions and a knight in counter to that. Minions do really well against balloons, so that's another benefit to having the minions. We had a strong opening on the left-hand tower, and it looks like no, he has arrows. Forget about that. So all my opponents today have had arrows. I think this minion deck would do better against a deck that doesn't have arrows, obviously, but we've gotten 3 in a row. Arrows are a very popular card. The minions, you can see, even the group of 3 of them took down that left tower. If you can get them to the tower, and sometimes the opponent will just give you the tower, kind of waving the white flag on a certain tower. So even if you send spear goblins or minions or something all by themselves, oftentimes the opponent will just give it to you. So it's kind of a good thing to do to test that mid-match. So I'm going to use my horde here. and probably a bad spot to use that horde in retrospect, right? Because wizards can absolutely devastate a minion horde, so you got to be careful of wizards. So probably not the best time. So the Hog does one hit to that right tower. Now, I want to be offensive here. I don't want to sit back on my laurels. I want to go ahead and keep the offensive pressure going. So, again, minions very good against Balloon. I do have minions available on my mirror. I think I'm going to go ahead and use them here. Just don't want them to get too many hits off on that tower. I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, okay. I'm being indecisive. This is bad. I'm going to lightning his right tower. Why not? And let's just drop a horde. He just used his arrows, so let's see what he has for an answer. I'm going to have my arrows. I'm going to drop my arrows preemptively. He has that wizard too. So the wizard and the arrows do very well against these minion decks. But I still have the lead. I just need to hold on to it. So again, I'm going to drop the knight here on his wizards. Minions on his balloon. Minions on the other side. Tombstone guarding the left tower here. And arrows come at me, but that Hog's not going to get to that tower. Instead, I'm going to drop a Hog near his tower. Arrows as well. Can I get that down? Can I get that tower down? Doesn't matter because I get the victory. So, guys, I hope you have got some ideas from these decks. I had a lot of fun showing the minion deck. It's a pretty cool deck. It's pretty, we'll say, good game. It's pretty solid. It's a solid deck. It's certainly using the most popular card in the game. Let's go ahead and open a magical chest here to end things off. Got some more minions. Barbarians, 49 archers. That's awesome. And Valk, and we'll end up with Fireball and Prince. So, guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care.
Play for the glory and the clash of the ash.